Hello, everybody. So this morning, we are going to be streaming, as you may see in the bottom right here, or on the description of the stream, What Remains of Edith Finch. If you've not heard of this game, then I guess the best way to describe it is you play Edith Finch Jr., the daughter and last living member of the Finch family. She has all of her other family members have died, succumbing to what they believe is some kind of a family curse. And so Edith walks through this big mansion they have, reading different stories. I don't remember if it's, because I just saw a trailer, I don't remember if it's like from a diary or something like that, but she reads these different stories of family members and how they've gone through these different things, these different events that have led to their deaths. And she's trying to get clues about what might be happening, if it really is a curse, whether she herself is also going to die, things like that. So it'll be interesting. Supposedly, it's a pretty heartbreaking story. So once again, I chose a sad one. Yeah, so I think that's it. It looks like sound and audio are working that way. Let me just see here. I'm just waiting while the commercial plays. I'm gonna listen to the audio on Twitch and see if it hear it. I might have to refresh. Someday, I have a feeling that someday this will actually. Okay, Twitch is giving me an unknown. Are you guys seeing Twitch? YouTube is showing up successfully. Okay, Twitch. It looks like mic audio is working. That was the main thing I was trying to get to happen. I don't know what's going on with Twitch, though. We are still streaming to... Come on. Stupid lag. Freaking show me. Yeah, we are still pushing to Twitch, supposedly. Not what I meant to do. Let's do this and this. It looks like Twitch may be having some difficulties right now, because I keep getting unknown on the screen. So hopefully you guys can see it. If you can't, and I guess since you won't be able to hear this, let me do this. Okay. Guess I'll turn this down now. And change my input, and then we'll be over on there. Yep. Yeah, I've not played this before, so I only know what I saw in the trailer and read from the brief game description on Steam or whatever, so. I could have gotten this on Steam, but I got it on PlayStation because of some reason. Not actually sure why. Interesting. I don't know what I do for that icon. Circle? No? Trigger? Okay, trigger. Right trigger.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
I like it. Graphically, it's really good. Check out the detail on the ferns. Wow. Well done.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
So they ignored them, I take it. Wait, can I can't. Yeah, I couldn't interact with them that I could see. I guess we just leave the bills. Doesn't matter if they're 7 years ago. Bill collectors either took care of stuff.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Bill collectors would have already done whatever they were going to do about the bills, or else well, that's cool, the letters got scattered. Or else they would have just ignored them, right? Video surveillance, trespassers will be prosecuted. Okay.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Wait, do I go up or do I go down? I'm guessing I go up. What's down, though? Wow. Nice detail. all kinds of trails and stuff.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
I'm pretty sure I was supposed to go up. Let's go back. That's zoom. Is there a run? That's zoom also. Oh no, let's run. It's almost like there's a sprint or something because it does a zoom briefly and then goes from there. Oh wait, what? Wait, how did I get up in the first place? Maybe I can't go back. Where did I go to get up? Oh, over here. Okay. I'm guessing we'll explore the woods later. I kind of want to just take a look and see how detailed it was, but it looks like it keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. I probably don't want to do that. I'm pretty sure this is the main trail, so this is probably the way we should go.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Plus, you get kind of cool positioning of the letters like that, of the subtitles like that, which I don't think you get the other way, because you're not supposed to go the other way. I'm guessing. Hey, buddy. Don't run away. I want to be your friend. Really, really gorgeous. Look at this detail. The bark on the tree stump, the log or whatever that's put here. It's not just... Wow. Very nice. I like it quite a bit. This is kind of similar in style to Vanishing with Ethan Carter also, which I like. Obviously, you guys know how much I love that game, so... I think I've rested enough. I'm streaming a little bit later than normal time today, primarily because I was super tired because I was trying to get my stupid OBS software to work with PS4. It's been just fine in the past, but for some reason it was having trouble today, but it looks like it's okay now.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Missing. Gonna zoom in. If you have information about whoever this is, call the Orcas Island Police Department at the phone number Milton Finch. And actually, I don't think I was running before. I do think it just tried zooming.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Another one who went missing. Oh no, that's the same one. That's Milton also. It's interesting and cool and kind of creepy, too.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Yeah. Because they give you multiple routes to get to the same place, too, they probably have, or, well, not probably, they definitely have it programmed so the words will appear a certain way if you go a certain way. Or whatever. It's pretty cool. Jeez. Yeah, it's kind of like Gone Home or Vanishing with Ethan Carter in style, but the ambiance is much more Vanishing with Ethan Carter. Much, much more.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Oh, that would be creepy. Oh, man. It's supposed to, like I said, this is supposed to be a sad, sad story, I think. I mean, how could it not be, at least in for a lot of the game, right? Because you're basically seeing these stories about how these other people died. And they're all supposed to be related to you as well. So... have a sit in the chair. Even wind chimes. This place is super creepy. Definitely. You had to go through the doggy door to get in?
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Well, you were kind of smaller when you were 11, I'm assuming. The 17-year-old. Jeez, and she's 17 tackling these questions, too. Awful. It would be horrible to have to do that. Alright. Oh. It's not just a test ball with a light. Now that I look, I see the other planet, too. So it's like some old part of some galaxy planetarium or whatever type of experiment.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Not surprising there's no power now, since the bills were 7 years old and still sitting in the mailbox. Okay, that's light. I wasn't sure if there's something sitting on top of the box. So detailed. They did such a good job with this. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Really? She was scared of the house, but she felt like she was at home. Well, that sounds like that's a horrible way to live. I'm supposed to be here, and here...
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Edith, Eddie, Dawn, Lewis. Milton was the one with a missing wanted poster, so it must be not... Oh wait, but you have Dawn and Edie, I think, are... Yeah, different generation. So Edie, you're Edith, so I guess you're named after your grandmother. I'm actually named after my great-grandfather, my middle name.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Wait, what? Like after how? Did I start this in the wrong... I did the wrong direction, I think. Crap. Well, just keep going.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
I'm missing the beginning of that thought. Was I supposed to go left when I came in then? She said she felt like she was home. And then, like how, which doesn't make sense. Alright, well, I went the wrong way apparently.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Crowded. This is in many ways kind of similar to the type of house I grew up. Not I grew up in. My grandparents had, I should say, when we'd go visit for the holidays.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
The original house sank? Oh wow, nice. I like that effect. I love when they get creative with all of this kind of stuff, including the letters and stuff. It's just really well done. Okay. Dawn Finch. Dawn is the daughter, or Edith's mom.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
That's cool. Barbara Finch. Huh.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
So I'll figure out later. This just starts the music again, I'm assuming, right? Yeah. Alright. Okay. Wait, what? So how did those quotes make sense? I don't know. Alright, whatever, I guess. I don't understand how those quotes make sense. Like how... Anyway, whatever. They definitely left all their stuff here.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Sad.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Guess we're not going in there. Oh, yeah. It's sealed from the inside. Got it. And then it's bolted as well. Can't look through the hole either. Oh, no. Yeah, you can.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
You actually buried them in the library? What the? That's gross. Probably also why it's sealed, because of smell. Stuff. Xexor did really say, kind of scary too.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Jeez, dude. So many people died, apparently. Barbara, again?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Yeah, it looks like she was a movie star of some kind. Interesting.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Here's Barbara's room. 1944 to 1960.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
So, okay, yeah, Bigfoot was her movie, right? So that's Barbara with Bigfoot, I guess. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I see. We can go upstairs. Okay, let's keep exploring this level first. Hadn't noticed stairs there initially. Molly, 37 to 47.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Hmm.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
3,000 Leagues Under the Sea, yeah.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Oh, oh. I was looking at the other rooms, but I guess not.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
By entering this area, I guess, maybe, based on what you just said about Milton, maybe that brings the curse on you or something?
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
Sorry. I have little eye boogers, sleep in my eyes. Won't let you go back out. That's unfortunate. I really wanted to see the other. No. Alright. We'll keep going.
But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting. I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Gerbil food.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
This is so creepy playing as a dead girl now. Wow.
I kept eating and eating.
Even toothpaste? Oh.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Oh. She poisoned herself. Oh.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Up, I guess, right? Can I go up? Okay, where am I going? Over here, I guess, then.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
That's kind of cool. And not skill-based, by the way. You pretty much just go wherever you try jumping, it takes you.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Down. Oh, I see. Yep. That's fine. I was not supposed to jump there. Chair, maybe?
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up
And fell from the tree.
and suddenly I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the
Wow.
grass. Rabbits. I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
Oh,
I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
bigger than a rabbit.
A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Assuming this, she started rolling, we're supposed to go down into the... Oh, on the street now.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Here we go. Assuming I can catch it, that is.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Why can I... Okay, it's not the same mechanic. It was R2 to grab the rabbits, but it's not working with the shark to keep the seals. Okay. The R1? I don't understand. Okay, so that's... So I guess it is kind of the same mechanic. It was dive with R2. And so it's swim faster here, so... Come on, really? Okay, now I can't even find any seals, so that's awesome. Maybe I don't actually eat a seal in this case either. I don't know. You know what? I wasn't using the left stick really because I wasn't realizing. Okay. Makes sense though because you have 360 this way and this way. Whoops. There we go.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Now we have a wounded seal, or yeah. Where did it go? Because I can't. There we go. What?
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Snake now. Or not. What the? Oh, am I like an octopus or something? No, it's a snake, right?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet. Interesting, the music is playing in the background. So I guess this is Christmas time when Barbara had this dream or whatever. No, let's go back out here. Okay, screw this. Go across. Can't apparently do a 360, so. last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
It's a pretty cool story. Pretty creative, too.
I got closer and closer.
Oh, is this her room? She gets killed by the monster or something?
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Wow. And so we're putting together pieces of the tree. Got it. Interesting. I mean, Molly was a little girl, so definitely possible she's exaggerating or something. Like she sees something a certain way, the way she perceives it isn't.
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, hopefully you can get that subtitle if you watch this, because I wasn't sure.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
I can't imagine why.
Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Can't imagine why she'd have trouble reliving the past where everybody died.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum.
So there's Odin. I'm guessing there might be something for Aunt Edie in here also. Maybe.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Dragon kills him. Built 1937, Sven Finch.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
I bet. She's like, everybody thinks we're crazy. What are you talking about? Okay, so I guess we'll do this. 1880 to 1937.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
I guess that.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Interesting. How do I get out of... Okay. Circle. I wasn't sure how to get out of that.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Odin. Abort. Okay. And that was not nearly as long as Molly's story.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Great-grandma had always been the family's biggest fan.
(1988 to 2010) Lewis. So despite all these deaths and this curse, it seems like the family continued to have generations propagate. I want to make sure, because there were a couple things there that I caught just a second ago that I didn't before. I just want to see if there's any other dialogue before I move on. Doesn't seem like it, though. Seem they're like all in bird cages. Oh, I see pictures of the birds who've actually died, I guess. Okay.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
You think? That's funny. Okay. There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch. I'll give me just 1 second here. I'm going to turn my AC on so it stays on. It's getting hot when it's not on. Right back. All right.
There's a secret in this bathroom.
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Weird. This is so weird. Cool, but very strange.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Sam Finch. Ah, it's cool. To command center. Oh, I cannot. Oh, there we go. Move it.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Calvin.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Says... sure, Walter? Signed as...
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
I see, interesting mechanic. You'll pull forward...
I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Uh-oh. This is very bad.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Getting dangerous. And circles. Oh no, that's that.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Oh. Jeez. It's not like they all die in the same way. They all die. Just like random ways they die.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Poor Sam.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Wow. Talk about elaborate. Someday I'm going to have my own house and I'm going to steal all these ideas and put them in my house. This is cool. Wow.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Out there, or I can keep going.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Okay, so you can go back. Okay, good. Okay, because I want to make sure I get that middle room.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Yeah, because it was only 2 years that she was famous, and then America grew tired of it, I guess. What you said earlier, right? Dreadful Stories? Guest starring Barbara Finch.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent. She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
This is awesome. You're actually moving through a comic book world. This is really cool. I think this style should be the total style for a game. Like, a game should be nothing but this style. That'd be rad.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
So we're gonna get killed, basically. Saw, supposedly her dad fell on or whatever, but I'm sure it was more sinister than that.
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh, great. Now we're actually going to have something terrible happen. That's great.
Describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and... was speechless. He was quite smashing. And drunk he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Go down and he's not going to be there, I'm guessing, right?
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Door.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Oh, the cheese dough. 1944 to 1960.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
I guess, maybe. Finch. Okay, so back in here. Yeah.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Interesting.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin. As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Gregory's 76 to 77, so only 1 year.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Huh. Interesting. Molly. Wait, what? So, okay, so that just made the rounds of this whole thing. Did we ever get... I never got this, right? Who is this? Gregory. I don't think I ever got Gregory's story, though, right? Talked about that room being all pink, but that was it, I think. Okay, hang on. So let's...
I wonder if that comic was right about there being a key inside the music box near the basement.
Can't go back in. Did we get Gregory's information, though? I don't know, maybe not. Maybe we did. I don't know. I'm not sure. And there's no going back, right? Yeah. So I'm sure we probably got it. Hopefully.
Maybe I should go check out that music box down by the basement.
I know, I'm going. Calm down. The game's like, seriously, dude, go. This way? Yeah, here we go. Had that right anyway. Alright, well, doesn't look like anybody's actually on the stream today, and I do have to end a little bit earlier than I normally might, so I'm going to go ahead and end it now. So thanks for watching, everybody. I will stream this again next week, of course. So that'll be a week from now. If I can get the time to do so, then I'm going to have... I'm gonna try to get so that I can continue and then finish Silent Hill. So this is taking me forever to get to that. Apologize about that. Anyway, thanks for watching this after the fact, and I will talk to you guys in my other videos or on my next stream or whenever it is. Thanks for watching. Don't forget that there are social networking sites where I am, so if you have not already done so, if you follow me there, you'll be able to be notified when I have new videos and so on. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next part. Until next time.